Everybody, it's been a long time, but the first athletes we've got on this season, this is Raider Rants, and it is with Maecy, Fletcher, and Paisley, Logan again with the MCHS basketball team here. And girls, it's been what, 1 year?
Just about, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're sort of in the beginning of the season. You girls have played about eight games, maybe, that have counted. And then let's see, we can go back towards, I guess, last week. Okay, so let's see, you guys had a game Thursday, right?
Yes.
So take us back to that game. So who you played? And
we played Cascade Thursday night.
Okay, yeah, and you went to Cascade,
yes.
Correct? Yeah. And so had y'all played them before this?
Well, we played them last season one time at the beginning of the season too.
So yeah, so there's no video or anything for you guys to see or anything.
Yeah.
So how did that game turn out?
Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Right on our side.
Yeah.
We played really good defense that game. We had a lot of steals, and they only scored 6 points the whole second half.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was it a lot of, as far as coming out in the beginning of the game, did you guys come out with a lot of pressure on them, or tell us, tell us, Maecy, give us.
We came out and we pressed, and I think we got a lot of steals in the first half straight off the bat, and it just kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
Right, and let's see, and as far as on the offensive side, what is that? What are the things that are similar, since this is y'all's first time back on this season? What are some things that are similar and different compared to last season, the end of last season? Talk about that like that.
Well, last season I feel like we were bigger, like we had Chloe Brazier, and she was a bigger post player and everything. So now I feel like we're doing more stuff for the guards and stuff that the post players can get out and we can shoot, or we can drive the ball or whatever, stuff like that for the post players to get on the perimeter too.
Yeah, I feel like most of our players, like, we can be guards and we can be posts. Like, we're guards, but we have, like, a lot of length. So, like, if we need to go down low, then we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as there a lot of outside shooting?
Yes.
As well as this year, because usually teams, you'll see that, if they're missing the post, they'll try to really kind of make up. If they don't have that height. Besides what you guys are already doing down there in the low, but they'll try to make up or improve definitely on the outside shooting. Is that something that you all have really ramped up, I guess, say more this year?
Yeah.
And then speaking, it's kind of weird that, was this a district game, the Cascade game?
No.
Or no? Oh,
Okay.
it wasn't a
They're
district
2A,
game.
so.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. See,
They
it
used
always,
to be in our district.
Yeah.
that's the thing. It always, I think they were in my they were
it's
in the
always
district.
changing. So.
I know, yeah, it always is. There's like only like 4 teams, I think. Right?
Four or
There's
five.
4 or 5? Oh,
I think
okay.
it's
Yeah,
5.
there's not. Well, it's crazy that, you guys played Cascade Thursday, and then you turn right around, was it
Played 'em
Tuesday?
last
Monday?
night.
Yeah, okay,
It was
last
last
night.
night,
Tuesday. You turn around
Yep.
and you play them. And so what was Coach Spencer's talk? What was the speech going into that game? Because it's hard to really. What was the score of the Thursday night
game? We beat them by.
They had 18.
Yeah, they had 18. Oh,
How
was
many
it
we have?
58, 48?
We beat them by like 40.
Okay, so you beat so 40. Yeah, so
Yeah.
but it's hard not then to get like the a little
like
confident. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like a little
Yeah,
a little
I feel like Coach
maybe take
Spencer-
some shots to half court or something. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
I feel
saying? You
like
beat a
Coach
team that much.
Yeah.
I feel like he really made sure to tell us, like, not to overlook
Yeah.
them and not, like, let them get in the game.
Yeah, that was a big thing
Yeah.
to make sure that we didn't just like overlook them and play down to their level because we had just beat them by so much.
Right, and that's a hard
Couple
thing
days
going.
ago.
I know that's a crazy thing. Have y'all ever done that? Go back to back with the team? I mean, not in
Not
in a
very
tournament.
many times.
Yeah.
Not very many times.
That's what. And coming out with the same. Did you guys come out with like the same kind of plan that you had Thursday night?
Pressure.
Yeah, pressure.
And make them
Just
turn it
make
over
it-
and
yeah.
get fast breaks and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
We did something different on offense, and I think that last night we were scoring the ball more on offense than, like in the beginning, than we did Thursday night. And then on defense, it was the same thing. Like Paige said, it was pressure and make them turn the ball over.
Right. So were you, as far as you talking about on Tuesday night, yesterday?
Yes.
You're talking about in the first half?
Yeah.
Y'all were scoring much more.
We were getting like wide open layups.
Yeah.
Every time.
Just
every
off
play.
of this, off of the pressure.
Usually it was if we set up a play, like we got to lay up. Yeah, in our half court offense, we got to lay up like a wide open layup every time.
Yeah, that's really, and then let's see. As far as shooting threes and everything, do you know like the percentage wise, or how much do y'all ever look at your numbers and everything, or just like the team numbers?
I'm not sure.
I remember looking at it.
We only
just guess. Like, yeah, when I say just guess, just give me a number. Yeah, what would you think? And then we'll look at Coach Spencer and see who you're at.
I feel like we got a lot more inside shots last night.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we didn't
for sure.
have as many threes last night.
Yeah,
as we did
right.
But
yeah,
because we were getting layups and stuff, so we didn't have to kick it out to shoot it or anything like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's see. With next game that you have, it's this Friday, correct?
Thursday.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I keep thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
weird
Everything's
this year.
changing.
I know. Yeah, everything's changing. It confuses me. I know it's been like that forever.
Yeah.
And then they change it.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, Thursday, and let's see who is it. You guys can tell everybody who it is and
We
everything.
play
Where
at Lincoln County.
Okay.
Yep.
At Lincoln County. Let's see. And as far, I think we were talking about how earlier for the show and everything, you guys had played Lincoln County in a tournament of some sort.
It was a summer
maybe
camp.
Summer camp, yeah. And kind of give everybody an insight about how that went.
We won. We beat them. I'm pretty sure at halftime it was 17-1 or something like that, and we were
pressure.
Yeah, we did. We shot the ball really well that game, I remember, and we were like out hustling them and everything. So
that's what
yeah.
As far as it's all these different points and everything. You're talking about with the layups and everything. So do you guys in the second half, for instance, when y'all do quit, do y'all ever stop the pressure?
It depends on the game.
Yeah.
So like last night we didn't press as much the second half as we would if it was like a close game or anything like that.
Yeah. And what were some? I know it was you've already played several different teams and everything, several different practices. Was there anything in particular that you can remember about Lincoln County that maybe something that would have stood out to you?
They're shooters, all of them.
All of them.
Yeah. They can all shoot. They're kind of like us. They have length, but they're not really like huge in the post.
So, yeah, just kind of the same.
Yeah, their post players can go on the perimeter, stuff like that.
Right.
So
yeah.
I think it will match up well with them.
I think it'll be really good. And let's see. Last year I remember, they were really good. Last year they were a really good team, and I think y'all played them a couple times maybe. And so hopefully it's good news that, in the summer what you guys are doing and everything. And what about as far as, let's see, help me out, because it's I want to do that game. Okay, Lincoln County for Thursday, and then get on to next Tuesday. It's still Tuesdays. Okay.
Yep, Tuesday.
Here we go. Okay. All right. So it's Chapel Hill Forest at home.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And so have you guys looked up anything on them? Have you played them in any camps lately? Heard anything about them?
Did we play them during the summer? No, I don't think so. We haven't played them.
Yeah, I don't know much about Forest.
Yeah, I know last year they had one big girl, and I'm pretty sure she's still on the team. But I'm pretty sure that's pretty much all they have. Yeah. They had a good guard last year, and I'm pretty sure she graduated. So.
Okay, yeah. And you guys are the only seniors on the team, right?
Yep.
Yes.
That's two seniors. And how many were there last year?
5.
5, yeah. Yes. So what is it like all this years of playing basketball, and you're like, man, I can't wait to be a senior. I can't wait. I mean, were y'all like that? Like, I can't wait to be a senior. Can't wait. And then
I didn't
now
want it
you're
to kind of. I didn't want my senior year.
So what's it like now that you're on the top, though? I do got to ask you. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I don't know. You just
Was there some what as far as like with leadership and everything, what was it like? Was there more higher expectations for you?
step up after losing 5 seniors. You know, you had a lot of leadership last year.
Yeah, you just
now it's our turn.
Like, when the game's, you know, close and stuff like that, you have to make sure that nobody's freaking out, you know.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
You know what I'm thinking about it? It's probably easier that you don't have 5 seniors and everything in the leadership role, and that's a lot of people telling people what to do and everything.
Yeah.
But if it's just you two, you know, you two kind of telling everybody on the floor, especially, you know, if one of you's out there at a time or, you know, both of you, it would seem less chaotic than if you had like 5. You know what I'm saying? 5, you know, the more people you got, you know, telling you what to do. If you're like me, I blank out. I can't think. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a really cool. Has it been fun? I mean, has it been fun this year?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's all. That's awesome. And you know, like I said, everybody, let's see. Tomorrow, you guys have got Lincoln County, and it's at Lincoln County. It's at Lincoln County, and then Tuesday it's at Chapel Hill.
Forest
at home.
Yes.
I always have to say that. Forest, Chapel Hill at home. I wish they would just stay with one. I used to call them Chapel Hill, and then they flipped over to Forest. Yeah,
everybody calls them something different.
Yeah, if you're older, have y'all noticed that? If they're older,
me and my dad had this conversation the other night about how he calls them Chapel Hill.
Okay, yeah. See, I do Chapel. Yeah, I call them Chapel Hill, but like the new young people. Yeah, it's like that's how I'm old. It's Forest. It's the same thing with Unionville.
Yeah.
Did you
have this
about the same thing? It's the same thing because you talk about it's a community.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get why they don't. Yeah. Whatever. But I wish you girls like the best on that, and that'll be something really cool to do. And speaking of names and everything, I've always liked the Raiderettes. I always thought that was okay. But what do you think, like, Lady Raiders? Oh, Maecy's already shaking. Okay, well, because you got the Vi Queens and everything, and you know, and there's like Raiderettes, you know, you're just putting Ets on it, and I'm just like, what about you, Paisley? Come on, you're sitting there. Yeah,
I like Raiderettes.
Yeah, because like there's just so many people, like so many teams that are called the Lady Raiders, so we're just different.
You're just different.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes, the 2 seniors over here that are. So, all right, Maecy and Paisley, thank y'all so much for coming over. Yeah, and good luck, and I'm sure we'll have you girls back on the show and talk. You know, as more as we get into it, the season and everything, it's going to get really good. Yeah. So I can't, you know, with the Lincoln County, with them, I mean, they were super good last year. And, I mean, there were some chances that were, you know, you girls had them and everything. And I'm excited for this year and then the Chapel Hill. Yeah. Whatever Forest that you call them. So good luck, ladies. And everybody hang on here. We're going to get Coach Spencer over here and talk with him for a minute. So thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Coach. So we were talking just a minute ago. Let's see. I think you're on this mic, maybe, about the Raider name and everything. And let's see, Richland is the Lady Raiders, I'm assuming, but you're going with Raiderettes too.
Yeah, I like the Raiderettes. I like Raiderettes too. It's different, and you know, like the girl said, there's so many teams around here that are the Lady Raiders.
Right. Yeah. And let's see. Hang on, I gotta figure this. Here I am. Well, thought I was. And there it is. You said you went to the Lady Raiders MTSU game, right?
Yeah. Typically on Sundays afternoons we practice around 4 o'clock, but I thought with MTSU playing Louisville at MTSU, and Louisville was ranked in the top 20 coming into it. Now, so I thought that'd be as good as a practice for the girls to watch, and we had great seats right behind the basket, and I took the girls up there. Coach Manning Buchanan drove us. My wife went, and we saw a heck of a game. And not only did MTSU girls beat them, but now they hammered them. They beat them they beat them 20.
MTSU.
Oh yeah.
Gosh.
But now,
was it? Yeah. Go on.
Well, now Louisville had a girl that had quit, or she wasn't there, that played in Ohio State game, but now you could tell what I liked about it, and I hope the girls got from us being there, is how the MTSU Lady Raiders really stuck to the game plan that, they work with a scout. Like Coach Insel, like all the years I was with him, we always had a scout report on every team, and we'd have a plan. And you could see that the MTSU girls backed off a few shooters, didn't help off the Courtney Van Lith girl, who's phenomenal. Like, they didn't give any help, and they played together as a team. They made threes. They were posting up. Like, I thought our post game and scoring inside was better last night. And it may have been just to watch how those girls, after you hear me preach to them all the time, get big, get wide, get low. And then seeing them do it firsthand. And plus, we run a few of the sets and things that MTSU do. So it was kind of neat to hear the girls say, oh, they're running that. They ran that. We run that. So that was kind of neat. And they enjoyed it.
Really,
yeah, they enjoyed it. It was big time.
Yeah, that's a big motivation when you can go see, older women play, like especially the college level.
And MTSU girls are good, too. They're not little middle like some people say.
Like it used to be.
They play the – that's how Coach Insel's always done it. He wants to, like, he's working. You can tell by his schedule that he's working for to March to get in the NCAA tournament right now. Because you got to have the RPI ranked, and all that.
All the data, stats.
So, but they got a good team. Anybody awesome, gets a chance to go up there and watch them play.
It's fun. Yeah, this is how a long time ago, back when Pat Summitt, was coaching and everything. And I don't know, do you remember? I don't know if she came there how many times, but I remember one time she came down there and played.
Yeah, she
Coach
came down
Insel.
Once, and
that place was packed. I mean, it was.
Oh yeah,
it was packed.
It was packed. I
was about to say, was it packed? Yeah.
Yeah, they had a big crowd.
Yeah.
You've seen others. We weren't the only team there. I saw a few other teams that were there, but we had a good time. I thought the girls enjoyed themselves.
Right.
They had a little Christmas party earlier, and they played some Dirty Santa, and then they got on the bus, and we hightailed it to
That's
MTSU.
good. That's good. That's one thing that keeps getting better, and I've noticed that you're really good at is with the chemistry, building chemistry with players, building the chemistry with the players.
We try to do some team building stuff, and I have a lot of help from some of the parents that they help organize some of those things. Like a few, I think Maecy's mom and Ellie's mom, they planned for the girls a few weeks ago. They went to an escape room. So
man,
have you? Together
as a team. That's fun. Yeah, that's really fun. Have you ever done one of those?
I've never done one. I met them later, and then we went out to dinner.
Right.
But I figured as much as I wanted to be, I wanted them to get through it. I didn't want to be in there and trying to, they listen to me try to tell them what to do enough. So they didn't need to hear me on that day. But they figured, I think they got out.
They got out in time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's always good. It really is a good team builder, especially people you wouldn't think you would work with. I mean, it really is. It really does form a connection and everything. It's crazy.
Well, that's what the kids. That's why I preach to them. It's fun to win. It's fun to win district, titles and go to sub-state, and hopefully we'll get the glass house in Murfreesboro very soon. But when you graduate, the things you reflect on are the times you spend with your teammates.
Right.
And some of the stuff, the stories that you tell, like I still tell stories with a group of guys I played baseball with my whole life. We still get together and talk about stuff that we did, and a lot of it didn't have anything to do with on the court or on the field. It's like the day we went riding together to go play Twitty City, or those are the memories that you make. So I feel like the more the girls who spend time together, the better.
Right. Yeah. It's in the cliche. It's all about the climb, getting there. Getting to that point. And enjoy, live up every point, and live up every moment. Well, if you talked about the title and all those titles are like points. You know what I'm saying? Like mountaintops and everything. Which you got to enjoy. You got to enjoy the journey getting to it.
If you enjoy your teammates, you'll play for your teammates, and that's when teams, are player led. That's what I told the girls that. I've been fortunate enough to have some really great teams and some teams that not lose any games, but those are all player-led teams. I know I'm the coach, but when you get leadership and they're holding each other accountable, and they play for the girl beside them, they're playing for the girl beside them, and that's when the ball gets to rolling in the right direction, and that's when it all. All the cylinders get firing together, and then it becomes fun. It's fun, and you can see it. I've seen bursts of it with this group already, how they'll huddle up, and we're capable of scoring in quick bursts. Like we are doing some more full court stuff, and then when we get it going, like our 2 starts against Cascade, it was like somebody asked me, Coach, what's your philosophy with that? I said, steal it and score it. That's all we won't know. I try not to make it too, combo. We were stealing it and pushing it in transition and getting some easy baskets, some layups, and I thought we executed our half-court offense real well last night. A few of the plays that we run, we run some stuff that I've been told for years. Oh, it's too complicated for young kids, but it's really not. We were getting layups and driving kicks out of it. But we do run a few things that are different than what we did last year. Like the girls said,
and that's what I was talking about. Like as far as in the post, what have you done? As far as some changes that you can say from in the post area.
We still high-low it a lot, and we'll throw the ball inside, but we're also capable. I've got some girls on there that I would consider more like a stretch 4. They can play, they can get on the perimeter. And what that does is, it's not always with the game's changed so much because of the 3-point line that you see more 5 out and you see.
Yeah, you do.
Kids can shoot the 3 more.
Yes, they can.
They shoot the 3 more now. Like if you watch a kid with a basketball, you go in any gym and watch a kid come out on the floor with the bat. You'd be shocked how some of them go straight to the 3-point line. It's the first shot they take. They don't go up there and practice shooting a little
layup, their layups or little shots.
So when we stretch what we're also doing is trying to take some help side away. So we'll overload and try to build some, overload one side so there's only one help side defender, and I can put a kid that could shoot at the top. Then it makes it hard on the defense if we can turn and score, which we, like the girls said last night, we got a lot of points in the paint last night. We didn't hit very many threes. We only hit 2 threes, but we scored 24. We scored 24 field goals, like 5 foot in. But now we didn't shoot the ball great from the free throw line. Last night. We got to work on that. That's just all that is concentration.
Right.
We don't need to talk about it too much. The girls know they need to make it. They just need to step to the line, concentrate, and just
do it.
Punish the kids for fouling you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because all those especially in high school, free throws rack up. And free throw, it is what they say. It can make or break a game.
Oh, it
and,
can.
And
Most definitely.
And free throws can definitely shift momentum.
Oh, it can.
Especially in that last part of the game.
And if you're
last
behind,
couple minutes,
if you're
really
behind,
does. Yeah.
you have to make free
really,
throws when that clock stopped.
Yeah.
To get back in the ball game.
Right. And let's see. And you talked about the two games, and I see you more. I guess the girls are more safer. It's a safer bet to take a closer shot in than it is, a 3-pointer. So, playing them Cascade a second time, I don't. You want to be safe. Like you said, you told them you didn't want them to overlook them and everything. And
well, our first game with Cascade, we got in a lot of foul trouble early.
Really?
Yeah, I played the whole.
Wow.
Yeah, like some of the starters. For example, Katie and Ellie and Maecy, they all got some early fouls. So I played the whole second half with some sophomores and some kids that come off the bench, and like Paisley being in. Paisley now plays outside and inside. She's had to learn to play in the post in the last couple of weeks, and she's doing a outstanding job in there. But and. So, but now the young kids came in and did great. Like the girls said, they only scored 6 points the second half. But now our game plan was a little bit different last night. I wanted to focus on stopping like their inside game. Like they had a post player scored some on us down there, so I wanted to make sure that we stopped her, and we did that last night. I thought that she only scored 3 points. So.
And you guys tomorrow, Thursday, have Lincoln County, and so what is your game plan going into that you can remember?
Well, I've seen them on film.
Okay, you got film on them.
Yeah, I've seen them on film, and I've watched them play a couple times this summer. And their coach, he does a fantastic job. They'll run some 5-out stuff, pass some screen away, or pass and double stagger away and curl, but they can all shoot from the perimeter. They change defenses quite a bit. We're going to have to be on our toes, ready to handle the pressure. But we're up for the task. I think it'll be a good ball game. I think it'll be, being just down the road, I'd say that it'll have a good crowd on both sides, and we're going to have to go in there and work. I mean, it definitely is not going to be easy. I mean, we're capable of winning, and if we don't, but now if we walk in that gym and are not ready for a battle, then it could go their way quick. But we need this game. We need a game like this.
Right, yeah, in a bigger school and everything. Especially last year, let's see, I think you played them 2 times?
Yeah,
you played them a couple times.
Last year we played them down there the first time we played them, and we didn't play well.
Right.
They iced some ball screens on us, and because we was running a lot of ball screen stuff, and they'd ice us, and we weren't able to turn the ball, get it to the top, and change sides of the floor. So we're hopefully got something ready for that, and we're going to have to deal with their physicality. Anytime you play a bigger school, they're gonna come out and be more physical
than you, yeah,
because they don't want, their coach challenges them, just like I challenge my players. And like I said, I got a lot of respect for that coach. I think, he does a good job. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Like I said, the girls going to take care of business.
Yeah, and one of the things is that there's always, I don't know, some of the big schools don't, but the depth, that they have, sometimes they have a lot more depth than.
He didn't have very many young kids last year, but seeing them now, I think he's got quite a few young kids.
Younger ones now, yeah.
And they're capable of, scoring in a hurry too.
Right.
Now I think we've played more games than they have. They played Coffee County, and Coffee County beat them the other night, and they've played Franklin County. I think they beat Franklin County, and they beat Hillsboro. And
okay. Yeah.
So, but now they weren't in any Hall of Fame or Thanksgiving tournament that we were.
Yeah, that's hard to see. Yeah, that kind of gives you the more tournaments and everything you can see people. All right, Coach. Well, thank you so much for coming on, and we can't. Yeah, and I know exactly what you're saying. You got to come out hot with that, intensity that you always come out with, And
yeah, we got to be ready. I mean, and I think the girls This
they
group
sound really confident.
I think they'd rather play than practice anyway.
Right.
So if they had their choice, I believe they would want to play 4 nights a week instead of having to practice.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Well, thanks, Coach. Everybody listening, Raider Rants, and we'll see you at 6 o'clock next Wednesday on here. The game for tomorrow is
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. All right. At Lincoln County. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.